Have you ever wished you could go into the mind of a girl and know what in the world she is thinking about this or about that or about you? If you have ever wanted that sneak peek into girl world, this video was made for you. I recently asked my followers on Instagram, if you could ask a girl anything, what would it be? And there were so many amazing questions that I just wanted to make a video dedicated to answering these questions for you. We're going to be talking about everything from how to become her dream man to why does she act like she's not interested. So if you're ready for that sneak peek into girl world where I pull back the curtain and reveal these secrets to you, make sure you stay with me until the end of the video. And by the way, while we're on the topic, if you don't yet follow me on Instagram, there's a link in the description below, so make sure you hop over there and check it out. Who knows, maybe your question will be in a future video. With that, let's get started. I have my phone here and I'm going to pull up. I'm going to answer as many of these as I can. There were a lot. So if you are one who left a question, thank you. It was really awesome. So first question is, can you either speak your mind or teach me to mind read? And I thought that was a little bit funny because that's how we feel sometimes, right? And then let me just say, girls feel that way sometimes too, okay? I have a couple of things that will help you with this. Number one is to realize that as men and women, we do think differently. I'm sure you already realize that. However, the happiest relationships are the ones where we get to understand each other better, where we put forth a little bit of effort to figure out what is important to each other. Just like the women who are the most attractive are the women who understand how men think. So if she is trying to make you read her mind, that can be a sign of a toxic woman. It can. If she just wants you to guess all the time, it also can simply just be a sign that maybe she's not super mature. But something that will help you no matter what is spending a little bit of time trying to understand something like female body language or how women think. So really this video, and frankly all my other videos, and especially my academy, are perfect places for you to go because it doesn't have to be confusing. Once you figure it out, it becomes really simple. It makes you ridiculously attractive and makes relationships so much easier. So just like you want her to put forth effort to understand how you think, it's good to put forth effort to make sure you're understanding how she thinks. However, it can also, again, if she's just expecting you to read her mind all the time, be aware that it can be a sign of a toxic woman. So hopefully that makes that a little easier for you. Okay, the next question is, how attractive is a guy who knows how to work on cars and houses? The answer is ridiculously attractive. Those are good traits that help make you a really good partner. It shows that she can rely on you. It shows that you're capable. It certainly makes you a more interesting person. And it also shows that you'll be a good partner because you'll be able to help out with those things. It also, I mentioned this in a video a little while ago, I can't remember which one now, but something that can be really cute is when you're a little bit dirty because you've been working really hard, you know, a little bit of grease on your face or something like that. So it can be, it's a very, very attractive. P.S. If you haven't yet, be sure to subscribe and ring the notification bell. My name is Melannie. I'm a Christian dating coach for men and creator of Attracting Lasting Love Academy. If you are sick of relationships that have mind games and tricks and they're just exhausting, and instead you're ready for that adorable, gorgeous gal who just lights your heart on fire, yeah, this is the place for you. So subscribe and ring that notification bell. Okay, the next question is a really good one. What do I need to do to become your dream man? Something I share with my clients in my academy is the whole secret to getting the girl of your dreams is to be the boy or the man of her dreams. And this has very little to do with abs and what cologne you use and how much money you make. And it has so much more to do with who you are as a person and showing her that you would make a good partner. For instance, some of the traits I teach my clients how to master are things like being a positive, fun person to be around, understanding how to rock what you've got and really turbocharge your physical attraction and use what you already have attractive about you to its full potential. It's things like understanding how to flirt because flirting keeps the spark alive forever. Being a confident person, knowing how to be assertive. Things like this, these fairly simple traits that you can turn into a habit really fast and it just becomes automatic. That's why I call it an attractive by default trait. It's your default setting. You don't even have to think about it anymore. You just are that. When you have those traits, that's what makes somebody say, holy cow, I want to spend the rest of my life with this man. Like, these are the things that girls in church, when they're talking about guys, because yes, they do that. They're like, oh my goodness, and he has this trait and this trait and this trait. He's my dream guy. Those are the simple things. So it doesn't have to be exhausting. It shouldn't be. A lot of people make it sound like it is, like, oh, you have to say just the right thing or pull away at just the right moment or whatever it is. Instead, it's just about having the traits that make you a good husband. And if that is something you would like to learn more about, again, that's literally what I help you master in my academy. And this, you would not believe the success stories that have been shared with me by the men who have been through that. If you'd like to learn more, you can learn more about that in my masterclass. Just go to coachmelannie.com/masterclass. You'll learn some incredible secrets completely for free, and I will give you an introduction to that academy if you'd like to learn more. Okay, so this next question, I'm going to read it because it's perfect. He says, why do women have to play all of those mind games? Life is too short for mind games. You're completely right. Life is way too short for mind games, and please know, not all women play mind games. I know sometimes it can feel like they do, but it's because those women are drama queens. So they're involved with a lot of guys. And so they do a lot of damage. They're playing mind games with a lot of people because they get a thrill out of it. They get a rush out of it. But there are so many women out there who, frankly, we don't have time for those mind games, nor do we even care. There are so many women who don't want to do that. So if you are attracting a lot of women who are playing those mind games, it usually comes down to a couple of things. One of the reasons is because so many people are teaching you to play mind games. And when you play those mind games, the women who don't like mind games see that. And so they leave. They don't want anything to do with that. The other girls who like the mind games, yeah, she's going to hang around all day long because she's getting that drama queen buzz. So that's why it's important to make sure you are not playing any mind games. Something else that can help you attract women who like to play mind games is when you, if that's all you've seen, then that's kind of what you start settling for, is you just start thinking, well, that's all there is. And that's not the case at all. That's why it's important to break that cycle and instead find that adorable, loving, super sincere girl who just wants to love you forever. And you'll learn more about that as well in that free masterclass and my academy. Okay, next question. Why can't you love Jesus, love yourself, and save yourself from marriage to one man forever? I love that question because that's ridiculously important. That is the foundation. That's what we should all aspire to. And again, please know that there are a ridiculous amount of women who are doing that. And if you're not finding those women, again, you're attracting the wrong kinds of women. It's time to attract the right kind. Sometimes it can feel like you're looking for a needle in a haystack when it comes to finding that someone who is sincere, who doesn't play mind games, who does save themselves for marriage. And just know that girls feel the same way, okay? It can feel really difficult to find each other. That's why I wanted to become a coach, is to teach you those secret tips, those insider techniques and strategies that make it so much easier so you can actually find her. So if you are watching this and you're wondering, why are there no girls like that? Oh, there are so many girls like that. It's important to just understand how to find them. I know I keep mentioning my masterclass and my academy a lot, and some of you keep telling me you're sick of it. Can I be really honest with you for a second? Is that okay? Are we cool with that? I'm really sick of people telling me, hey, Melannie, I have a problem. And I tell you where to get the solution, and you don't listen to me. And then you come back and you say, hey, Melannie, I still have that problem. What went wrong? The reason I created it is so that you have that solution. I can't give you everything on YouTube. I've tried for years. It doesn't work. YouTube is just a social media platform. So I give you my best free tips on here that I can, but I cannot give you the whole solution. It just doesn't work that way. That is why I created my academy, so you can just have one place to go and just get all those answers. So if I sound like a broken record, it's because I kind of feel like a broken record because I keep giving you the solution and it's up to you to decide if you're going to take that or not. Okay, here's another really good question. He says, why do you want to hear from a man, I'm sorry, but you don't want to say the same words? If you've ever been in a situation like that, I'm sorry, please know that she's a toxic woman. Saying I'm sorry, if both people can say I'm sorry, then you can have a good relationship. But if one or the other person can't say I'm sorry, it's impossible to have a good relationship. So please understand, if that is happening to you or has happened to you, it's a sign that that's probably a relationship you want nothing to do with. However, it's also something important to keep in mind that while you are looking for that special someone, that needs to be on your list of things that must be in the relationship, that she is willing and able and ready to say I'm sorry when she needs to. And if she's not, don't waste your time with her. If you haven't yet seen this video, I will explain more about toxic women and some of the signs that she's toxic. I'll put a link in the description below. That one will help you a ton. Okay, another really good question. They're all really good questions. What are the smallest things guys do that mean the most? I love that question because small things really do matter, especially to women. I mean, it's the little things that make her heart melts and make her go, oh my goodness, this guy's adorable. I want him in my life forever. Each girl is going to be a little bit different when it comes to what small things matter to her. So it helps, obviously, to get to know her a little bit. If you can identify her love language, that will help a lot. That probably is going to come when you're like actually dating, unless she happens to bring it up. But something small like a compliment obviously is a good place to start, or remembering an important date, or something that is special to her. Even something like remembering the name of her dog can be adorable because it means that you took the time to notice and remember and pay attention. Bringing her favorite candy bar, like it doesn't even have to be something expensive, just a simple little gift. These are things that just give her those butterflies and help her know that she matters to you, which naturally makes you matter to her more. Be careful though that you don't overdo it unless you are actually dating. If you do too much like that, like bring her treats and stuff before you're dating, it can come across as assuming there's a relationship when there's not, and that will actually creep her out instead. Okay, next question. When is the right time to reach for a kiss? Okay, this is something I actually go into in the bonus video. When you've finished my academy, I teach you how to have a magical first kiss and some good tips for that. It was actually a really fun video to put together. So if you're in my academy, do reference that. Something I will say is there are a lot of people who say that if you wait too long to kiss her, like for instance, if you don't kiss her on the first or second date, that she will not be interested in you or she'll think you're boring or whatever. The truth is, high quality women do not want to give you the kiss too soon. They just don't. A kiss is a very large act of affection, or at least it should be. Yes, kissing's fun. Kissing's way fun, and it is something you should enjoy. However, if you're enjoying it too early, who else are you enjoying it with? If it doesn't mean something, it doesn't mean something. So don't go for the kiss too soon. It actually can be a sign of somebody who it doesn't really mean much to her. Instead, you want to wait until you have more of a relationship first. This helps protect your heart, helps protect her heart, and helps you both make sure that this is actually like a serious relationship instead of just, oh, hey, we're having fun kissing. And it will be far more fun because there will be real affection there instead of an awkward situation. Hey, that's the girl I kissed and now we don't even talk. Okay, next question. What are the best qualities in a guy you're looking for? Again, this just comes down to the traits that make a good husband. A woman who is looking for forever love is looking for a husband. And so it's things like someone with a positive attitude, someone who takes good care of himself, someone who's confident, someone who's close to God. This is obviously very important to a woman who is Christian. This is something I do go into far more detail in my academy than I do on YouTube, because again, I go into far more detail on everything in my academy. It's those little things that make her say yes, this is the man who I would be safe giving my heart to forever, who I would have so much fun being in a relationship with. And if you would like to learn 3 things that are game changers and make her fall passionately in love, I teach you those in that free masterclass as well. Okay, this one was kind of funny. How many chairs does a guy at church need to carry at one time to impress you? I thought that was funny. I don't really have an answer for it, but it was funny. Okay, another question is, why do girls go for older guys as a rule of thumb? I'm going to assume that you mean guys who are older than them. The honest truth is there are women who sincerely like men who are quite a bit older than them. There are some women who don't. They look for men who are more in their age range. It's just a difference between, it's just different people are different that way. I would say that the main reason why most women want a man who is technically older than them, not every woman, there are women who have married men younger than them and they have ridiculously happy marriages. So it's not that it doesn't happen. It just does seem to be most women prefer a man who's a little older than them. Usually it's because women seem to kind of mature earlier than men and see life a little bit differently. There's been research done on this and stuff. And so she kind of feels like until you reach a certain age, she kind of feels like it's her younger brother. And that just makes her feel awkward. Instead, she wants a man who feels like a man, someone who feels mature and capable and confident, and that often comes with age. So it is, yes, it's common for her to want a man who's a little bit older than her. However, especially once you get to a certain age and the maturity kind of tends to even out, again, there can be very happy marriages where the guy is younger than the girl. Next question, I've had so many like this. What are the things that make a man desirable to be and live with? And again, comes back to the things that make you a good husband. Those are things I will teach you more about, obviously in my academy and in that free masterclass. So just go to coachmelannie.com/masterclass. I created that so I could really be specific with you over there. So I'll put a link in the description below and a link in the pinned comment. Okay, next question. Why do women want to make excuses and text everything instead of being adults and verbally talk? There are a couple of reasons why this can happen. One, she just may not be mature. I mean, that could be a sign for you to just move on. You deserve somebody who will actually talk to you. Another reason that can happen is, maybe she's mature, but maybe something in the interaction has happened that has made her feel nervous or unsafe. In order for attraction to bloom and grow and even exist, a girl has to feel safe with you. And so if something, obviously without me knowing more about the situation, I can't really help further than that, other than it's important to make sure that you're always interacting with her in a way that makes her feel safe to talk to you and connect with you that way. Before we get to the next question, I actually have a question for you. How's that? I don't know that I've ever really made a video like this, but I've been really enjoying it. Have you? If you have, just comment questions to let me know that you would like to see another video like this one. That feedback really does help me. So thank you so much. And a huge, huge shout out and thank you to those of you who are so amazing and generous with the super thanks. It helps support my channel so much and I really, really appreciate it. And whether you've ever used the super thanks before or not, if you're enjoying this video and would like to use it now, it would mean a lot to me. So thank you. Okay, next question. Why do you give out your number and then ghost the guy? Okay, there are a couple of reasons why this happens as well. And let me just say, I'm not trying to say that it's a good thing that she ghosts you, okay? I'm just trying to explain what's happening. There are a couple of reasons why this can happen. One, she didn't know how to say no in the first place. Let me just say, it is so hard to turn a guy down. Even as a coach with everything, all my years of training, all my years of experience, whenever somebody asks me, okay, how do you turn a guy down? I still don't have a good answer because it's just something that is never fun to do. So often she may just try to let you down softly. With that being said, I fully acknowledge that is not a soft way to turn you down, okay? I'm not trying to defend it. I'm just trying to explain what's going on in her mind. Women really struggle with confrontation. She is aware that you are stronger than her. She is aware that you are a man and she is a woman, and it can make her feel very unsafe. And quite frankly, there are guys who get really weird when you turn them down in person, okay? And it can absolutely terrify her. She's trying to keep herself safe, and so she might just give you her number so she can move on. That's one scenario. Another is that sometimes, yeah, she's excited to give you her number, but then if something happens in the interaction that makes her go, maybe this is a little awkward, or maybe he's, creeping her out a little bit, then she just won't reply, because again, it's that safety mechanism, and she thinks, well, it's just easier if I don't reply than if I do. So the best thing to do is to make sure you know how to really create that chemistry with her. Make sure you understand how to read those signs, and make sure she really is interested before you ask for her number. And make sure you understand how to interact with her in a way that's going to really grow that attraction, so that she can't wait to get a text from you rather than ghost you. Again, I'm not here to say ghosting is the right solution. I'm just here to kind of explain why women do it. Next question, why is she pretending she's not interested? There are a couple of reasons why this will happen. One, she is toxic and she just likes a list of guys who are interested in her. So she tries to get your attention, and then she's just, it doesn't go anywhere. The videos I mentioned earlier for toxic women will help with that a lot. Another reason can be very similar to the previous answer. Something happened that made her feel uncomfortable, and so suddenly she's not interested anymore. That's why, again, that's why I love sharing this with my clients, how to really nurture that attraction and create that chemistry so that she can't wait to hear from you instead of acting like she's uninterested. Please know, a woman who does that whole push-pull, hot, cold, those are all toxic mind games. You can't build a happy relationship on that. So if you're seeing those things in the girl you're interested in, it's probably time to just move on. Okay, this question makes my heart hurt a little bit, so I have to answer this. He says, why am I not good enough? Please know, if a woman ever makes you feel like you're not good enough, then you don't want anything to do with that woman, okay? You are 100% good enough. You who you are, I want you to, if you remember nothing else, I want you to remember this, okay? You with me? You have so much more to offer a woman than you can even begin to realize. I'm serious about that, okay? I've been doing this a long time now. I have coached hundreds of men. I have tens of thousands of men on my YouTube channel I interact with all the time. You have so much more to offer than you realize. Maybe you don't quite know how to ignite that spark. Maybe you don't quite know how to really rock what you've got, but that doesn't mean it's not there. You just need to understand how to really create that and nurture that and make it explode into the attractive man that you really are, so that you feel it and she feels it too. This is what I help you master. I'm gonna say it again. I'm #sorry, not sorry. That is what I help you master in my academy. That is what I am passionate about helping you do. That is what I love about being a coach, is helping you take what you already have and really help it blossom and grow and ignite. So you are enough. And if anyone has ever made you feel like you're not, my heart hurts, because that's not right. That's not how it should be. You are 100% enough. And it's okay to acknowledge that you just don't know how to use what you've got. You don't know how to rock what you've got. That's okay. Acknowledging it allows you to take the next step so that you can figure out how to do that. You are enough, my friend, and you always will be. Okay, there are other questions here I really wish I could answer. We are running out of time. I have talked way too much already. I'm just going to touch on two more because they have basically the same answer. I would ask them what makes them fall in love with guys, and what do you really want from us? Those are, again, things that I will answer in that free masterclass and in my academy if you decide to join me there. The secrets to having the life and the love, the exciting, thrilling, delightful love of your life, is to understand how to help her see you as the man of her dreams. And that's what I'm here to help you with. So there's a link in the description below and a link in the pinned comments. Thank you so much, my amazing friend. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did and you would like to see more like it, comment questions and share with a friend who needs to know these things as well. If you don't yet follow me on social media, there are links in the description below, and especially make sure you follow me on Instagram. Thank you so much again, my amazing friend, and have an amazing day. My biggest challenge for this video is going to be not talking too much. I struggle with that anyway, but when I'm answering questions, I talk a lot. All right, secret end of the video club. Don't worry, I didn't forget about you. I'm here again. I'm showing up just like you. If this is your first time here, we always have a special word at the end of the video so I know who watches to the end. And I love watching for you, so thank you for humoring me. Our word for today is... That's not the word. That's me thinking. Sticky note. Because I don't know why sticky notes make me happy. Yes, I'm aware that that's more than one word, just to be clear. They just make me happy. And there's one right there, and so we're just going to go with it. Sticky notes. Thanks for being here. You rock.